So I am here waiting for an agent. I just wrapped up an open house at Oceanside, great open house, and I came over here because she wanted to show one of our listings, and I did my best to accommodate. This is one of the listings where we must accompany, which I'm good with. So I did everything possible, to make sure that I can get her in because she said that her client is really interested in this property. And I just kind of started thinking as I'm here waiting, that there are really a lot of great agents out there. There are agents that have, taken the extra step to try to get me into their listings. Or like if I submitted an offer, I wasn't concerned. I wasn't really worried that they were going to really present it to their sellers because I know that they're like good agents. But there are also some agents I'm like, dang, like I'm gonna have to deal with that agent. And it's sad because, there are a handful of agents out there that they won't present your offer, or they make it very difficult for you to get into one of their listings. Or, they're just nasty, like about showing you their property and giving you information. And that sucks because you know what? We need each other. I have inventory, other agents have inventories, we have buyers, we need to work together. So I realized that there are some key questions that sellers should ask when interviewing an agent to list their property. One question is, will my property be listed on MLS? Now, this is important because I've actually met a few sellers who were under the impression that their property was listed on MLS, but it turns out that the agent that they hired actually made it a private listing. And it sucks because that agent, not only did they make it a private listing, but they really weren't cooperating with other agents. Now, this is bad because you are no longer getting maximum exposure. You may have gotten a really great offer from an agent from another company, but because this agent made it a private listing, only their office is pretty much showing your property. And that's not cool. Another question is, what percentage is your listing agent going to pay out to another agent if they bring a buyer for your home? Now, that's a really important question because I've had sellers pay out 6% commission and their listing agent was only paying out 1%. Okay, that's not cool. And when you're only paying out 1%, there are agents that may not want to show your property. The next question is, how often are you going to be showing my listing? Now, I met with the seller for an expired listing, and her agent said that he would only do an open house once a month. That's it. Once a month. And that he would not accompany any of the showings, that she would have to be there to show the properties if an agent or a buyer, or if an agent wanted to show it. He would come with buyers, but if it was another agent, he would not accompany. Now, this woman is paying 6% commission to this agent, signed an agreement, and he's only doing one open house a month and will only show the listing to buyers. She would have to do all the showings herself. The question is, how will the offer be presented? Now, if you're receiving offers as a listing agent, you should be communicating that with your seller. Even if it's just verbal, even if your seller, because I work with a lot of older sellers who are like relocating, they're not tech savvy. So I can't text them a copy or snapshot of the offer. I often have to just call and just explain what the offers are. But that's fine. As long as I am communicating what the offers are, that's what's necessary. There are some agents that will only communicate offers in bulk, or they'll give you one day and say, all offers must be submitted by this day, and that's it. So these are just a few questions. There are plenty of other questions that you need to ask your potential agent when you are interviewing them for the job. Now, just keep in mind that this is a big deal. So you have to feel comfortable and confident that the person that you hire is going to be looking out for your best interest and not just concerned about how much money they're going to make from this deal. Okay? So that was just my little 2 cents. Sometimes it's a little frustrating for me when I'm working with other agents and I know that they're not doing the right thing, and I know that I may have to work with them again. So that's the purpose for this video.